Hi everyone, hope you're all well today. I wanted to give you some hints and tips today. So I will be sharing my screen with you today. Here we go. 7 mistakes to avoid for first-time buyers or building your buy-to-let portfolio. The main aim is to get the property of your dreams, and hopefully we can give you some hints and tips today to point you in the right direction. The next 30 minutes will cover the hints and tips, and if you have any questions at the end, feel free to ask questions in the comment box and I can try and answer those at the end for you. Okay, so we'll start with giving you an overview in terms of what the 7 steps will cover. So it's mainly when you are a tenant, you want to become a homeowner. So I hope you can become a homeowner or a second homeowner or build up your portfolio at one point. So I'm here to share all my knowledge and experience of working in the financial services industry for the last 20 years. And I hope you will benefit from some hints and tips today. And feel free to contact me on my webpage, which is www.mortgagehouseservices.co.uk, and we can run through any further information, and feel free to book an appointment. So this is a guide. Again, everyone's situation is unique, so we can make sure it's tailorized to your needs. So firstly, your guide of becoming a ownership. So we will go through a preparation for being a homeowner. We'll go through the research and early stages of the process and things to consider, hiring an expert, and how we can help. So this quote really stood out. So it is a basic need. The ache for home lives in all of us. We all want to be having our dream home, and this is where these hints and tips can take you to those dreams. Firstly, so step 1, preparing for home ownership. Start small, tread carefully. Do I get decision principle or not? DIP means decision in principle. Before you start looking at your dream properties, it's always best to get a decision in principle so you know how much mortgage the bank can offer you. This is the amount you potentially borrow. This can give you a guide and a decision in principle, a document that will tell you the max amount of mortgage you can have. Not only will this assess your affordability, but also assess your affordability in the future. This is not a guaranteed mortgage offer. This is a guide. So why is it important? Well, you might be looking at properties out of your price range and falling in love with something which is clearly out of reach. So when it comes to negotiating the purchase price, it is good to know the maximum offer you can place on a property. It also impresses the estate agent that you know your figures and that you are clued up. So research early and thoroughly. Step 2. So not getting advice from an independent mortgage advisor. So a lot of people ask the question, do I go to a bank or do I see an independent mortgage broker? The answer to that is there is so much information online and you could be researching days and days and unfortunately may not get the result you want. And not enough information is available to point you to the right direction. As an experienced independent mortgage broker, it means you get the knowledge, expertise of the market and real advice based on your circumstance. We do have a broker fee for our service. The fee will take the stress out of the process and leave you to know that you'll be able to get a mortgage, or if you are not able to get a mortgage. If you're not able to get a mortgage, then I'll tell you what you need to do to improve your chances of getting a mortgage. We want to ensure that we deliver you an excellent service and communicate throughout the whole process. It's important to us to make sure you know step by step what's happening in the whole process. So things to consider. Step 3, applying for credit cards. So just before you apply for mortgage, you want to have a credit score at least of an excellent or good credit score rating. If that's not possible, it's fine. We can look at lenders who are specialists in this area. Applying for credit just before your mortgage also isn't a good idea, as this will lower your credit scoring, and the impact may mean you may need to put a bigger deposit down. So instead of, for example, a 10% deposit, we may require a 15% deposit. So don't be tempted to apply for credit just because you want that new sofa. Step 4, not paying off credit cards and loans and living in the overdraft. So what does this mean? When lenders look at your affordability, it is really important to clear all your debt before applying for a mortgage. If it's not possible, again, that's okay. And we can assess the affordability to ensure you know the maximum amount you can borrow, considering you will have to continue to pay those mortgage payments each month, as well as the credit cards and loans in the background. So this is where it's important from a lender's point of view. They want to see that you are credit worthy, and they want to know that the debt they will be giving you, that you can manage it, manage the money that you have historically and your finances. And once they've assessed that, then we can tell you and give you an idea if the mortgage that you're going to get will be adequate and whether it will be affordable now and also in the future. Step 5. So not being registered on the electoral. What does that mean? If you're not registered on the electoral roll, some lenders will not be happy. Why would they not be happy? Because what they want to do is they want to know you are living at your current address and all your credit commitments are on this current address. So they have systems and processes in the background to check if you are on the current electoral roll. So it's quite simple. You just need to get calling to the local council who can set you up on the electoral roll. Okay. Why hire an expert? So step 6, you can use online calculators. Use them, but I would say don't rely on them. These are a good indicator of how much you can borrow, but lenders take into consideration much more than just your basic income. There's so many factors you can consider, like overtime, additional income, bonus, or even if you have been on furlough or taken out a bounce back loan during COVID-19. So that's why mortgage brokers like myself will spend hours on the phone to research the right lender for you. And just today, we've had announcements. There's been more further changes with lenders and their income multiples. So it's very, very important to not just rely on online calculators. Step 7, know your outgoings and your expenses. So do you have dependent children or dependent adults that rely on your income, pets, or gym expenses? We always take into account any outgoings. That's why in terms of what you have going out, a good indicator is to look at your bank statements and you get an indication of what is going out each month. So it is very expensive, or should I say children and pets are very expensive, and even private schools. So we need to take all these into consideration when applying for a mortgage and make sure you can afford everything each month during the whole term. Okay, so just to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm an independent mortgage broker and I've worked in the industry for 20 years. So it's something which I'm really passionate about to try and get you on the property ladder. If you have any questions, then again, pop them into the comment box so I can answer them at the end of the slides. If you want to review our company historical testimonials, please again visit our website, www.mortgagehouseservices.co.uk, and it gives you an insight in terms of our company details. Regards to our services, so going back to why is it important to have a broker, a independent mortgage broker, whole of market, who will assess your income, affordability, and give you full advice and recommendation. What we do is we'll do all the research and due diligence. We research the whole of market lenders for you and present you with a personalized solution. So it means we have you at the heart of everything we do. We do have preparation of all the paperwork. We ensure you are prepared for your mortgage journey and point you to the right key people in the part of the process. So we'll keep it also in contact with the key people in the process. Property protection advice. We can also look at the mortgage protection. This includes life insurance, home insurance, as well as check that the mortgage property is mortgageable before we proceed with the mortgage application, and just check the condition does not impact on the mortgage lender's criteria. And finally, we can look at buy-to-let and portfolio mortgages for you. When you are ready at that stage for buying a buy-to-let, the criteria is slightly different to first-time buyers. What we can do is touch base on that on another video for you to cover the main aspects of getting a mortgage when you want to have a buy-to-let investment property. Okay, so how we can help. So we will find the right lender for you for your mortgage and talk directly to the underwriters. We have assistance with the paperwork. So we give you all your paperwork and we will assess it and check everything thoroughly before we pass any of the information through to the lender. We work closely with the business development managers for the bank, and they are dedicated to looking after your case along with us. We are constantly liaising with sellers, estate agents to ensure that they have everything ready, as well as the liaising with the conveyancers, solicitors, to ensure they have everything and even the mortgage offer to proceed to completion date. And so finally, we are available really 24/7 on the phone. If you are concerned on the weekend, weekdays regarding your current situation in terms of your mortgage, then we are available on the phone. So it's a service which we can say is more personalized service. So you know where you are in the whole process. Remember to subscribe to our Facebook page, Twitter and Instagram to follow our latest updates. We continuously go in there and update any latest changes that are happening, especially recently with all the changes with stamp duty and furlough ending soon, as well as the changes to government grants and any changes in terms of tax-free saving allowance that you have got. So feel free to connect on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter to get the latest updates and also save your details. So really we've come to the end of our slides. So just to, let's find your home really. So we've got our contact details there. And if you have any questions, then if you want to feed them through, or you can send me a direct message and we can contact you and arrange an appointment. So finally, I want to say thank you for this opportunity to explain to you what we do and potentially hopefully help you with these 7 key mistakes to avoid. So we look forward to working with you, and hopefully this has given you an insight, and tune in next week to find out some more information. Thank you very much.